Hey, what's up, everybody? You see me in my pickup truck all the time, and especially now we're getting in our, busy seasons. This is my first Thanksgiving with this company and delivering to Walmart. I tell you what, when I delivered flowers to Walmarts and Home Depots and Lowe's, it was actually poinsettias during Christmas time. And it was like a really, really, really big rush for like a month solid. And we're going through that now, even though we've been, we're busy for Thanksgiving. With poinsettias is always from Thanksgiving to Christmas. With us doing this grocery, it's basically all of November, all of December. And so running pretty hard. So I don't really get a chance to do much. But even if I did have a chance to do videos like I have like this summer when it got slow, I didn't. That's just the thing. When you're local, you've got other things on your mind besides YouTube. You know what I mean? And you just kind of let your YouTube channel go. I still made videos, but there wasn't as much passion put into it. Why? Because home life is more important than YouTube. It just is. And when you're on the road, like a lot of drivers are, even though home life is important, well, you're on the road, so you're not at home. So you have a lot of downtime. A lot of people don't ask. I always see comments from people that, oddly enough, these people are sitting in their house when they're making fun of YouTube truckers. It's like, how do people have so much time on their hands? Well, the DOT says you have enough time on your hands. It is quite simple. You film throughout your day and you edit, on your breaks. It's pretty simple. Or you go live on your breaks. It's pretty simple where people find time. Now that I'm local, I don't have that kind of time. And so that's the reason why when you see me in old red hair. And I've got a great setup, and, well, compared to other people, it's subpar. But for me, it's a great setup, okay, with the green screen and all that kind of stuff. But I hardly ever use it because, well, I'm always busy. Transitioning from over the road to local was pretty simple. I think the biggest thing to transition was, besides being at home every night, I was like, anybody can do that, right? But it's starting on the shift that I work. Okay, there, like the first couple of weeks, I had a tough time trying to find my sleep schedule. And it took me, 2-3 weeks for me to find my rhythm. And so usually what my rhythm is I usually go in anywhere between 11 o'clock at night. And usually that's rare. I don't really go in that much at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe a couple times, 2 or 3 times a month, maybe. But most of the time, I'm either coming in between 12 and 3. Majority of the time, I'm coming in about 1 or 2. And so there for a couple of weeks, it was hard to find that time to sleep, because maybe I'd get off about 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my body says I'm tired, so I would go straight to bed. The only problem is I'd wake up about, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and I wake up, I didn't get all my friggin' sleep. I'm up for a couple of hours or a few hours, and I'm going to try to get an hour's sleep, and when you break up that sleep, it was pretty difficult to be able to make that work. And I tell you what, I was up there at work bellyaching. Please get me on another shift. But then what I did was I waited. So I started getting home. I started getting home about, I don't know, same kind of 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. But I'd always have my set, I'm going to bed at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when I'm going to bed. And usually what I do, I eat a little dinner. So when I get home, like on my way home, my wife will either make me a little something or whatever. I'll have something to eat when I get home. And I'll watch a movie or something. I'll watch a TV show, or maybe my wife and I go sit out on the front porch or something and just kind of hang out for a little bit. I don't really do too much because I'm winding down. I'm letting listen, when you're delivering in Dallas, Fort Worth all the time, you have some adrenaline. You don't really notice it until when you go lay down. When you go lay down, you notice that adrenaline. And you know, so you need to like sit at home and wind down a little bit, a couple hours or so. And usually I have a couple hours. Like today, I'll be getting home. Well, if these guys would hurry up, I'll probably be at home about 1:30. So I have a couple hours to go and, you know, eat a little supper and you know, watch a little TV or something like that. Today, probably watch a little football, a little college football or something, and go to bed. And then I'll wake up 2 hours before I go to work. Okay? So usually when I go in at 1, which is on average is my time, I usually wake up at, there it goes again, my phone. I usually go to bed about, I usually wake up about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, I hop in the shower, I get a little bite to eat, and then I'm gone. And I usually arrive at the yard. I usually try to get at the yard. If it's 1 o'clock, then I try to be there at 12:30. I've always been show up at work early, 30 minutes early. I've always been like that. I don't see how guys can, you know, just show up right on time, you know. I'm always the guy that shows up 30 minutes early because you never know what will happen. And, you know, you like to kind of maybe get kind of briefed, you know, how everything's going on at work. Because once I start working, I don't sit around and start talking. My talking time is before I start working. So I'll catch up with my boss. My boss man is usually there at that time. So I can kind of catch up, see what's going on. You know, get a feel, maybe talk to other drivers, and when I go to work, and you know, we're on the race to get everything done and go into the house, and then start the process all over again. So it's a really fun deal. I mean, at first I hated this shift, but now, like, I actually prefer this shift. Now, obviously, I would like a day shift eventually. But it's like maybe like come in like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then run until, but, I'll wait my turn for that, right? I'll just kind of wait for my turn. But for now, this works perfectly. I do a meat and produce load, when I first come in. And I usually can get that done pretty darn fast. I really try to get that done as fast as I can, unless there's a backhaul. And then that way I could get the best load that's available when I get back to the yard. So I bust my tail to get back as fast as I can. And then that second load, I really want to be the money load. That second load is really got to be the money load. But sometimes the first load is a money load. Say if I go out to Eastland or Abilene or something like that, or maybe it has a backhaul picking up out of Bryan or Conroe, Texas, or maybe it has a backhaul and taking it down to Temple or whatever. There's a lot of different stuff. But that second load is usually a dry load, but a lot of times if I get back late, I'll be getting like a frozen dairy load. And like today I did a frozen dairy load, and those do all right. They usually have 3 drops on them or so. So it's like today I had $105 worth of stop pay. Same thing with yesterday. Yesterday and today I had $105 worth of stop pay. So, plus my miles, pretty good day today. and yesterday too. So, but anyways, that's my pattern. Wanted to tell you guys about it in case maybe if you actually do come on over here, you know, or maybe something similar somewhere else, like, hey, chill out for when you get home, or whatever your situation is. Don't go directly to bed because you're restless, because you got that, your heart's pumping. Chill down, cool down, hey, you know, chill out for a little while, and trust me, I mean, you could go get you something to eat, watch a little boob tube, and go to bed. Usually I fall right asleep, wake right up, do it all over again, and I'm safer that way. It's not, you know, I'm not killing myself. I feel like I get enough rest, especially when I'm doing the whole keto. When I'm disciplined on the keto, I usually have more energy. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching the video. My name is Ike Dead Gum Stevens, and we'll holler at you guys later. 73.